boom, boom, boom. All right, we gotta hurry up. It's 11:30. Games go live at 3 p.m. It's week 5, and your boy is actually here this time. Last week we were busy. Shout out to the Rocket League folks. CRL Spring Showdown was absolutely incredible. There was actually some really cool pre-show stuff that I can't put on YouTube. Maybe I'll link it. I don't know. It was dope. I hope to do more of it. Congratulations to LSU who take it. But now I get to look at Smite again. So let's do that. Here we are. So this is what we're looking at with, well, I guess that's yesterday's chat. Yeah, I'll turn off yesterday's chat. Oh, well. Boom. So, here's what we've got. Week number 5, Renegades versus Radiant. They still haven't fixed this? This still says Ghost Gaming? Oh, well. Renegades are trending upwards. You know, last week we saw them actually perform well versus the Knights. Still didn't take the victory, but they actually had some, like, gas in their tank. This is still Radiance. Radiance is an easy vote. Just vote for Radiance, unless they're up against like a top team, and even then, you're probably still voting for Radiance. Obey versus anyone is anyone, so today is going to be a snooze fest. Cool, because I want to play a different game. United versus Knights. So, I like this spread. I think United is probably the favorite to win this one. Don't forget, United are coming in with a different support, and that support is on European ping. Genetics is still playing from Europe. Eagerly awaiting when he gets to travel here, but you know, there is a global pandemic, so I'm not really sure when or if that's going to happen. I don't know the logistics of that situation. If anybody does, please point me to a source. Pittsburgh Knights, on the other hand, same team as they have been. Something interesting, I brought up the spread here and how people are voting, and smart people in the comments, it's funny because I was thinking this, but I didn't really say it. Smart people in the comments say that just because this is lopsided doesn't necessarily indicate how close the match is going to be. And I don't think everyone is that intelligent. I think that a lot of people just kind of bandwagon vote, but I think that United is a stronger team here, albeit minimally. This will probably be 3 games, and United will win 2 of them handedly. Like, not 20-minute fuckfests, but like handedly, we expect United to win this. Knights will stand up and protect their name, so to speak. But this is a United of 6 ways till Sunday. This is interesting. Space Station have been struggling. I understand that, but I don't think that they are a bad team at all. In fact, I think the top teams are Radiance, Space Station, Rival, with Renegade shoved, with Sanguine shoved in there. I actually think Sanguine is that third slot is a flex spot, and I think that could be Sanguine. Longer conversation for a longer video, but here, I'm actually going to go against the grain. I think this is where Raffer and the boys can pick it up. Rival have an incredible squad here. The big question mark was Captain Twig, and I addressed at the beginning of the season that I don't have a question mark on Captain Twig. I like him in the middle lane. So I understand the Rival vote. I'm not going to make fun of the Rival squad here for all going all in on Rival. This is an understandable vote, but at the end of the day, I think that something just has to give. Space Station go here and they beat Obey, but that doesn't count. They lose to United, which is not a match they should have lost. Space Station, they lost to Sanguine at some point, right? Was that week 2? Yeah, they lost to Sanguine, which I think is acceptable, respectable, and expectable. However, this time around versus Team Rival, understanding that this is less of a mismatch than it seems, and it is more realistically an even match, I'm going with the 7% here. I think that this is going to be an exciting match. Perhaps 3 games, but Space Station's past performance is not indicative of how good they are. At all. At all. I don't believe that in the slightest whatsoever. So, Obey Alliance versus Sanguine versus Radiance. Ooh, this is a good one. This is a good one. Sanguine versus Radiance. Radiance is easy to look at as the better team. They've only lost 2 games, right? It is easy to look at Renegades or Radiance as the better team. But realistically, I think this top 3 spot, like I said, Space Station's here. Whether or not they want to play like it is up to them. But these teams are all incredibly close. Sanguine included, which is so much fun to say. The facts I say aren't because I'm a fan. I'm a fan because of the facts that I say. And Sanguine just is that good. Are they good enough to vote above Radiance? Yes. I am putting in the Sanguine vote here. And I admit, like, this is the stretch vote. We have one stretch vote each week. This is the stretch vote. But it's honestly not that big of a stretch. I really think that Sanguine can do it. What I mean by a stretch vote is, if and when Radiance win, come into my chat and tell me I told you so, and I'll go, yeah. It's not one of the, like if Obey wins versus Rival, and you go, I told you so, I go, you're crazy. And crazy people get it right every now and then. Good job, homie. Like, you predicted that, you know, Fine OK would fall asleep at the keyboard. Good for you, dude. Like, it's just, you know, meh. I'm here for this. I would like to see this as a fan. I would like to see this as an analyst. I think it can happen as a fan, and I think it can happen. I know it can happen as a fan, and I think it can happen as an analyst. That's what I'll say here. I think that this is a strong team in Sanguine, and Radiance is very, very good. But I think that Sanguine absolutely, especially with Panatom improving, because that's been my question mark for Sanguine, is Panatom and how well they can perform. And he has looked totally fine. Side note, something that I hope everybody has been realizing. We used to hang out, we used to look at streams, and you used to click on the Smite thing and see Warchi. Maybe one other Spanish-speaking guy. This is unfair, but Spanish-speaking and Portuguese, Brazilian, right? Let's say non-English streams that are, right? Shout out to Firebug, who used to stream back in the day. We've had a couple of Spanish-speaking streamers, QE, Brazilian, Portuguese speaker, but still. We've had a couple of Spanish-speaking and Portuguese-speaking streamers in the past, but they've always been few and far between. And to that question, I guess you go, or to that statement, I guess you go, well, I guess it's just not that many people, you know, watching Smite that want a streamer that speaks Spanish. Well, not only have I seen the Sanguine guys stream and get hundreds of viewers, but I have also now seen more Spanish and Portuguese speaking people streaming. There are small streamers, like we look at our community streamers, people like, I guess, you know, I'm thankful that my numbers have been going up, but I used to be in the category, we look at people like Leah, we look at people like, I guess Hatmaster is big now too, but those people that sit like in the 50 to 100 viewer categories, they have all these cult of personalities that everybody loves to watch them, but we don't see that in the Spanish-speaking world because there's just, now we do. Now we're seeing all of these 20 to 50 to 100 viewer streams coming through, and it's all Spanish-speaking, and it's all an audience that wants Spanish and Portuguese-speaking. That is exciting, and this goes back to what I was saying about Sanguine before, about how as they come into the league, they will show an entire audience that previously wasn't there. Listen, we didn't double viewership because, first of all, Smite didn't double viewership leaving just because it left Mixer. There's a lot of different variables, although that is totally one of them. But Smite viewership also didn't double because we have Sanguine in the Pro League, but it absolutely went up. And that's dope. That's enough reason for me to root for them. And the fact that they're this good is so exciting. I want, dude, that, because I've discussed this, maybe I'll do a whole other video on Smite as a cult esport, but Smite's not going anywhere anytime soon, and if Sanguine are good enough to, like, rally the global Smite fan base, and like this is there's a lot that cool can happen stuff. That's not English. Anyway, from the top down, today, Friday, Radiance over Renegades, easy. Rival over Obey, easy, easy. Radiance over Renegades might not be so easy. We might actually get some good games. We love to watch Jake play, but Friday's easy. Saturday is medium. United versus Knights. I said there's probably 3. United away. Space Station over Rival. That's tough. A lot of people are probably feeling Rival. That's a bit of a stretch, but realistically not really. Then Sunday, it's easy again. Anybody versus Obey, and Sanguine over Radiance. A bit of a stretch, but I think it's realistic. So this is fun. Let's jump into week 5. We got a couple hours. I'm going to upload this now. Shout out to the sponsors, MetaThreads and In the AM. Use code FDOT. And the next sponsor is whoever wants to pay me. Thank you. You guys have been killing it on the stream, by the way. We generally play Smite, but we're bopping into other games, and we have absolutely had a ton of viewership. So thank you so much. It's been really dope. That's it for me. I will catch you guys next time. Peace. How much love to you? That's the wrong button. Boom, boom, boom.